When you went through your due diligence for the draft this year, Kyle, obviously you didn't choose a quarterback until later on with C.J. Beathard. But which of the top first-round quarterbacks did you think, when you're looking through the film, was the most game-ready, ready to start week 1 this year?
It's none of them were just standing out to where it was like, this guy's a slam dunk to start right away. They all had different traits. They all had, all the top guys who went early, you could see why. They all had ability, and they all have a great chance to be very successful in this league. But I didn't think anyone was just a slam dunk ready to put in and play right away. And to be honest with you, rarely do you go through a year where there are guys like that. So it's a real tough position. It's not, I think you look at everyone in the league, and there's probably about 10 to 12 guys that are guys that aren't, or that franchises aren't really trying to replace. And if there's only 10 to 12 guys, that doesn't mean that a franchise guy's coming out every year. And there's always a chance of one, but it's always a gamble. I thought all the guys had ability, but no one's a slam dunk. It takes a lot of work and a lot of talent. You got to make sure you put the right people around them also. And
as you know, you're part of an organization that's turning the page. You're there now, and John Lynch is there now, and you're remaking your roster. So Kaepernick wasn't in play for you, but RG3 is sitting out there, and he's somebody well, Kyle. Is he still a viable quarterback in this league? Best you can say.
Yeah, Robert's got a lot of ability. Robert's got a strong arm. He's obviously got a lot of talent running with his speed. And, you can put an offense together that gives Robert a chance to be successful. And it's, when you look at all these quarterbacks, there's a lot of guys who have the ability to do it, but it's how you're going to put a system together that gives them their best chance to be successful, and how you're going to put guys around them. I always look at our group of quarterbacks and what type of offense I want to put together that I think will give those guys a good chance. And I think when you look at guys like Robert and stuff, I think Robert definitely has ability, and it showed. He's had some success, but you got to make sure that you tailor an offense that fits his skill set. And I look into all of that. I think one thing that's tough when a guy is not your for sure starter, and you need to put in a certain offense to give this guy a chance to be successful. That's tough to do when a guy's not your for sure starter, because it's not just about him. It's about the O-line. It's about the running backs. It's about the receivers. And it's really tough to design an offense for a quarterback when he's competing to be your backup, if it's different than the rest of the people. So I think that's stuff that factors into these guys. It's what kind of system are they going into, and are they going to have to change the offense they're doing right now to allow this guy a chance to make the team, or give this guy a chance to play.
Was that part of the issue in D.C.? Is there's Cousins, there's RG3, two different guys, and how do you square that circle? Is that part of the issue in D.C., Kyle?
No, that wasn't really the issue at all. I mean, we traded for Robert, and we traded to get those draft picks. We were committed to Robert, so in that first year, we put in an exact system that was we felt gave Robert the best chance to be successful, and I think it did a pretty good job. And, Robert was the man there, and he had that commitment from the organization. And that's why I thought that was his best chance to be successful, because that was a coaching staff and a whole building that was totally committed to tailoring the offense for him that gave him the best chance to look good.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app, and I'll be sure to help the NFL figure out what a catch is.